Hello, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City, brought to you by the Brewery Arts Center. I'm Cortney Bloomer, and I'm here with this week's guest, Taylor Radtke, the Public Information Officer from Carson City Health and Human Services. Welcome, Taylor.
Good morning.
Thrilled to have you here today. Carson City Health and Human Services is celebrating National Public Health Month here in Carson City. A lot of different activities are taking place. How did this get started at Carson City Health and Human Services?
So, Public Health Month kind of sprung from what is nationally recognized as Public Health Week by American Public Health Association. But Carson City Health and Human Services had so many programs going on, and we really wanted to spread awareness about public health, so we expanded it for the entire month of April. And that included a proclamation by Mayor Crowell at the last Board of Supervisors meeting on April 7th. So we're excited about that, to have the entire month to kind of talk about some of our programs.
Now, a lot of people in Carson City might not realize everything that is involved in public health. It really does affect people's day-to-day lives. What are some ways that you really want to help people understand?
I think the best way to explain that would be that this month's theme is building a healthy community. It takes a village. And it's important that we share public health isn't just housed at the health department. Public health is impacted by everything we do, by our residents, by our other city departments, our public programs. Everyone in some way contributes to our public's health. We really have limited public health funding in this state, and we rely on each other to accomplish some of the things that we're trying to accomplish to improve our community's health overall.
And Carson City Health and Human Services does have a history of collaborating with a lot of other organizations here in Carson City.
Correct. So we have programs that look at safety and planning as far as our children walking and biking to school. We have the Safe Routes program. We look at teen pregnancy prevention. We look at planning for public health threats in the community. And it really comes down to what can everyone bring to the table.
Now, you mentioned that one important contributor to public health, of course, is the residents in a community. Coming up, Carson City has a really great opportunity for folks to get involved in that process. Tell us a little bit about that.
So on Thursday, April 28th, beginning at 5 p.m., there will be a public health town hall meeting at Carson Tahoe Regional Medical Center. And what we're trying to accomplish is get a feel for what the residents think on public health issues, such as access to health care services, or are we doing a good job in the community of providing health information? Is it accessible? Where do they go for health information? Is there enough mental behavioral health resources in the community? So we're encouraging everyone to come out and kind of share it, what they think our overall health status is.
Right, understanding what people's experiences are here in the community. Now, in 2012, Carson City had a similar process and developed their community health improvement plan. Is this related to that?
So this is actually a contributor to the community health assessment. So we're going to assess all of the needs in the community. What are our successes? What are our gaps that we need to improve on? And then once we develop that community health assessment document, we'll gather with our partners again to work on an improvement plan, similar to what we did in 2012. And all of these documents, of course, will be available to the community to review and kind of see where we stand.
And tell folks where they can go to see those documents, and also any other information. What's the web address?
It is gethealthycarsoncity.org. And all that information can be found right there on the homepage. And of course, if they have any questions, they can call us at the health department at 887-2190.
All right, and also the health department has a social media presence as well.
Yes, so they can find us on Facebook at Carson City Health and Human Services, and then we also have an Instagram and Twitter page. So they can find our information on social media. Also, if anyone wants to share some of the healthy things that are going on during Public Health Month, they can use the hashtag #GetHealthyCarsonCity.
And that will show up on all 3 of those social media platforms.
Correct.
All right, so hashtag #GetHealthyCarsonCity, share what people might be doing. And people all the time in Carson City are out hiking, taking part in physical activity. So that's all part of Public Health Month.
Absolutely. So if you're increasing your exercise regimen this month, or if you're eating healthy foods or getting an STD test, anything that promotes healthy living during Public Health Month, we want to know what you're doing.
Right, share that.
Absolutely.
Share that with the community.
Absolutely.
Carson City Health and Human Services has been participating in Public Health Month for a number of years now. This month, you guys took on a new project that hasn't been done before, and actually came up with a little, I guess it's a commercial. Tell us about that.
So really excited to have this little commercial promo video just to kind of give people an idea of what Carson City would be like if we didn't have a public health system, and then kind of express our gratitude for the services that we do have and the programs that we do have that are protecting the community's health.
All right, so let's take a look at that.
Imagine a Carson City where there are no vaccinations for diseases. In this place, our citizens are exposed to radon and unsafe drinking water. Drugs and alcohol are abused regularly, and our food isn't safe to eat. Everyone is sick, and our children are not safe. Healthcare is too expensive and not accessible. Now imagine Carson City, how it is today. Our children can safely walk and ride their bikes to and from school. Health investigators monitor illness and control the spread of diseases such as flu and STDs. Adults and teens have a safe place to receive health education from licensed medical professionals. Our healthcare system isn't perfect, but accessible. This is due to our local neighborhood health department, Carson City Health and Human Services, and other community partners working together to protect our quality of life.
All right, a great little spot, and a good reminder of people that it would be pretty bleak if we didn't have people working kind of behind the scenes to keep our community healthy all the time.
Absolutely, absolutely. So great video, everyone check it out.
It's on the Facebook page.
It's on the Facebook page as well as our Twitter. So also, if you have any comments or questions about public health services, feel free to leave us a comment, or shoot us an email on our website.
So a great way people can interact, and they should. You know, you mentioned the meeting. Tell us the date of that one more time.
Thursday, April 28th. It begins at 5 p.m. We'll have a registration period, and then we'll get started at 5:30. And that's at Carson Tahoe Regional Medical Center in the Bristlecone room. So right off the first floor lobby.
All right, so people can interact. Obviously, come to the meeting. Your voice is important. The future of public health in Carson City is really going to be determined by the people who come and make their opinions heard.
Correct, and we want to look at things that are important to the people.
All right, and also interact on Facebook. Give us the website one more time.
Our website is gethealthycarsoncity.org.
And that is a great place to go, not just to leave a comment or send an email, but all the information about all the programs in the department, upcoming events, whatever is on that page.
Correct. And we also have information about topics that are trending in news right now. If anything that's kind of related to public health, they can find on that website.
All right. National Public Health Month, it's happening now. Taylor, thanks so much for joining us today to tell us a little bit about what's going on with National Public Health Month and with Carson City Health and Human Services. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and thanks to all of you for joining us this week for It's Your City. If you'd like to sponsor a future edition of It's Your City, contact Darla at the address shown on your screen. I'm Cortney Bloomer. We'll see you next week.